This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Count 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Nothing 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Geno. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. 1st and 10.
On the double. Shot 17.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Ready, ready. Set.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, It was definitely an or not.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The tight end in motion right. From the 22, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Geno now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a first down throw, it's Smith. And this a quick slant to Lockett. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 39. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table. But
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now Geno on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, your first drive of the play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. The 30. 10. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets. So
after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. On play action, here's Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ochina, 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And he's the epitome of what we call a move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal, Tua. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 1:52 to play until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Tua going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Good, 52.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Catch that. Ready?
They'll try and run with Wilson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown Dolphins. Raheem Mostert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touch from his end zone here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
Okay, great.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now Geno. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith returning right back to Lockett. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Smith on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive #1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. After a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Gets this one to Hill. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Tua on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The bigger receiver in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were
early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here against CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the slot man goes in motion left. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. And going right back to Walker. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 25 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, it's Tua. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked up a pass here in the 1st half alone.
Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Tua toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Block it in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Cup 19. 18 level, 18 level. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing is Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Gino on first down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
The pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
Get it. Broncos. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now is Gino. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Great time there to come up with it. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
52 blaster.
2 now on first down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. He'll get it inside the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Mostert going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Tua now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Drop 60.
Smith now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this,
and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Tanner Muse with it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Second and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the victory here for Seattle. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 17-yard line.
Smith going to go to the air first play. And his first pass is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Smith. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So 0 for 2 throwing the football and a very quick 3-and-out to start the game.
Look, stats are going to be decided as the game goes on, but bottom line is that's not the quick start that every team looks for when they begin a game.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Pulled in at the 24. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Block it in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Walker with another carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3-and-out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Ready, set.
On 2nd and 9, Smith setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Walker, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Geno. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
14, Seahawks, nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around...
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Jalen Phillips coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Back to 60.
They'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And Walker has it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Hand off here to Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
60 Eagles.
They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready, break. Drill 52.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 8 coming up.
6, 7.
Tua sets up to pass it. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. In motion, Hill. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Tua. Caught on a slant. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
On the double. Ready.
2nd down and goal. Tua. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Now, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Okay, break.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, you talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Seahawks, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there.
Here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go. Dog red. Black shot. Red cycle. Ready.
From the 29, Tua dancing to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
18 Cardinals.
Throwing now is Geno. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Dixie Maverick.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Come on, set. Yellow, blue. Right.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
19. Cut 19. Ready?
Smith going to look to throw right away. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 18 Ramley. 18 Ramley. Nothing 19.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Ready?
Geno out to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua buying time to his left. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go, Reed, go.
From the gun, here's Smith. And this a quick slant to Lockett. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Lockett in motion right. On the give, it's Walker. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
A 5-yard gain. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Lock it in motion right. On second down and 4. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Brandon Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Channing Tindall gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Geno. Goodwin able to haul it in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 42 yards. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some...
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 2nd and goal. Tua under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Taylor Hughes came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now Geno on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
50 Bobcat! 50 Bobcat!
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now run with Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to Walker on first down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. From the gun, it's Walker. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Ready, break.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Slot man moves right. They run again with Walker. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now they send a man in motion right. Now receiver in motion left. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Tua now on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Tua, the final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action, now it's Tua. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa forced out to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Check. Hey, pass.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Smith under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Three.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. An extra point up and through by Myers, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From midfield, here's Tua. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Tua. Going right back to Wilson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Right, 60.
To throw again on second down. Tua being chased out left. He completes it to Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Catch made right side by Wilson. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find
the drive there. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Jalen Phillips drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They hand it off to Mostert. He's got it to the 43 here.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. The whole blockers off of them and allow them to play sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. Once again, it's Mostert. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pooter Ford the one to get to him and drop him.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Now Tua. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
The slot man in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.